Welcome home. This is the morning
That's
show
right.
on
It
XL
is.
17. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. How are you, sir?
I'm well.
Good. Yeah, we had to better clear that up. Scooter made a comment about coming home instead of coming back. Had to throw that out there.
Well, we were talking about the kids, the number of programs that there are, and the number of programs that the athletics. The congratulations to the Yellville Summit girls team. You know,
Check
being
team,
the
yep.
fourth year of state champions,
Yeah.
and really on a shoestring. The piece last night on XL7 was really impressive. You know, the work that these kids do. You know, and it was good of them to come down and put that on. And then I was talking to a guy yesterday from the airport, and there's a program here to help kids in their high school go on to other things regarding aviation. And they gave out a scholarship. They gave out scholarships here, but one student got one for $300,000, and another one got one for like $250,000. And the numbers may be off a little bit, but from Mountain Home to big time programs that they're going to be able to become something in aviation and to become something, do something with their lives. That's amazing, you know, when you look at places like, you know, it's Little Mountain Home.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
and be able to do those kind of things is very, very cool.
You know, the importance of reading, writing, and arithmetic, that will never go away.
That's right.
But that sometimes the things that keep those students and student athletes in school are the extracurriculars, such as the CAB program that you're talking about
Sure.
for the aviation and the sports and the FBLAs and all those extracurriculars
Sure.
that give them the desire to come back.
That's what makes them want to come to school the next day.
Right.
Is participating in that. They're not as concerned with English lit, but they're more concerned with, you know, being with their colleagues in those programs.
So if you're watching this show via cable or internet, wherever you happen to be, and say, well, I can't move to Mountain Home, Arkansas, they don't have enough stuff for my kids. Well, check
They got a
again.
lot of stuff here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Yes,
Check
there
again.
is. Yes, there is.
There are a lot of reasons to be moving in this area. One of them is the beautiful lakes and the rivers and
Yeah.
all the things that we've got going on here, but our schools are top notch as well. And our teachers and our faculty are just tremendous. So anyway, we got a real estate show to do.
Well, we do, but that is part of real estate, and we discuss this from time to time. You know, the importance of the area. People saying, I don't know if I want to go there. I don't, you know, and even if you don't have kids, the importance of having quality education improves the neighborhood. It improves the whole area. Having, you know, in what you're paying in property tax for what you're getting
Yeah.
with these kids.
Well, let's stay on this for a minute and let's shift gears just a little bit. You know, you're talking about we have the importance of the school for the students themselves, but what brings those professionals to this area so we can have a top-notch hospital and all the extras that come along with it, all these outlying clinics that people don't have to go sit in an ER and wait. What brings that to us? Well, one is they know that their children can get a good education by going to these schools.
Exactly, Bob.
And as you say, the property taxes, what I pay in a year, I've got a friend up north that pays that every quarter.
Oh yeah.
And my house is way bigger than his.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
And you talk
the
to
change
people
of
about
life.
that, they'll say, well, you know, you're talking about the house and it's this big and it's that, you know, this many feet and yada yada, and they'll say, well, what's the taxes on it? And you'll tell them $1,200, and they'll say a month, and they're serious as a heart attack. I'll say, no, that's a year, and they go, yeah, don't try to sell me. I says, it's the way it is. I says, and you get the bill in February, and it's not really due until October. Oh. They think that's just the way it is.
they're just giving you 8 months to prepare for it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Save back. put
And,
back.
and we're in arrears. I mean, we're not paying it up front like some places do. Some places pay it up front
Yeah.
because they want to make sure they got it. There's so many reasons to come here that we've been here 20 years, and you start to take the people that have been here all their lives. They just take all this stuff for granted, and you know the newcomers, 20 years, and seeing the the development, seeing the different shopping opportunities, seeing the different restaurants, seeing the schools, how they've grown and the new buildings that they've put up. ASU has expanded. They finished the nurses building and they got the shed concert area, you know, with the meeting area and stuff like that over there. That's all new. And that stuff was all paid for before it went in. You know, that's the other thing. That, you know, they don't just spend money just to spend it.
Right.
You know, they have a program and an idea of how things should be. And when you see that, and you think of where we came from, which us from Chicago, but people in general, where they come from, and they go, wow, how can you do that? Well, it can be done. It's just, you know, you got to want to do it. The administrators need to want to do it. So it's kind of it's I won't call it a magical place, but it's a very interesting place here. We're blessed to be here. We've done our best to, with the real estate, we've done our absolute best to try to help people make sure that they want to be here, because it's not for everybody. You know, we've got a little tour that we take them on in the hospital, in the library, and ASU, take them to the dams, show them shopping as it is. You know, there isn't a lot of nightlife here. Take them downtown, just to kind of, is this what you're looking for? You know, and most of them are like, yeah, actually it is. Okay, now we can look at houses. So you can buy 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in a lot of places.
When you start looking to buy a home in Baxter County or in Mountain Home proper, north central Arkansas,
Anywhere.
no matter where in this area,
Yeah.
you better be ready to turn the dial down.
Exactly.
You better be ready to slow your life
Yeah.
down a little bit and enjoy it and relax, because the hustle bustle that you find in areas, we always talk about up north because a lot of us
Well,
are
because
from
of-
up that
yeah.
way, but you know, you can go down southwest, you can go to Dallas, you can go to Oklahoma, you can go
Well,
anywhere.
Colorado, I mean, there's
And
a
how
number of
busy
places.
and fast things
Yes.
always are. You're not going to have that when you get here.
No, unless it's lunchtime and you're trying to get across College or Cardinal and 62.
Yeah, you got to wait for the light.
But you got to wait for the light. Maybe sometimes twice. Oh my God! Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, really?
When we moved here in '72, there were 2 lights here.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
population was under 6,000, and there was 2 lights.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
Well, you probably needed more, but that was all they put in.
Well, actually, you really didn't. You know, we always joke about snow days and how many snow days they end up taking. Now they don't take near as many as they used
No.
to for school.
Well,
you know,
'cause they don't have to.
and such. But when we were in high school here, we had 1 snowplow, and it took care of all the state highways. One. And so if it snowed a half inch, you're done. You're not going to
It's
school.
snowing.
because
That's what it is.
Johnny Be Good that runs the snowplow, he can't keep up with it.
But I mean, there's so much that's going on here. There's so many things that people don't really think about. And you said we talk about the schools and things like that, but there's so many other. The libraries got so many things. All the stuff that it adds to the quality of life that we have here and makes us a better place to be than others. And see, obviously, the real estate part of it for us, you can buy a home here much cheaper, much less expensive than in other places, you know. And then we talked about the property taxes; it's part of it. But your streets, we were talking to a gentleman the other day, and they're from Colorado, and he's a motorcycle guy, and he was talking about how good the streets are here, the roads. People here, they may moan and grunt, but there's no potholes. You can ride that bike and go. And he was like, "This is amazing. This is wonderful." So there's a lot of things, a lot more things here than people think there are, and that's partly why there's so few houses left, and the inventory is down, because people have come here. COVID was a big factor. I mean, there's no question. When you look at the numbers for 2021, interest rates helped obviously a great deal. But the biggest thing was people realizing that they were in these cities where they were being restricted in ways that they didn't want to be, and they just wanted to get out of that and get away. Working from home has been great. Asa Hutchinson, when he started bringing the internet to the schools, high-speed internet to the schools, well, that gave it to everybody else. Everybody else was able to feed off of those lines. And that's what made the big difference, being able to, for those who were looking for someplace to go. There were people that were in big cities that didn't have the speed that we had here. So there's a lot going for things here. And if you're thinking about it, obviously we want you to call my honey, because calling me is kind of, I'm going to tell you to call her anyway. But she's at 870-405-0793. I'll hit the numbers real quick just to give you some idea of what real estate is here, because we get people that are online all the time that stumble upon the show and are interested about the area here. And that's one of the big things. Is that's the first question I watch you all the time, I listen to you on the radio, whatever the case may be. How's the market? It's like, that's what I do this for. Every week we do this for, I don't know, 17 odd years it's been. Just trying to get the message out there. So this week in real estate, there's been 46 listings came on the market, 2 commercial properties, 6 parcels of land, 38 homes came on the market. They ranged in price from $48,000 to $1.3 million. That's actually a nice farm. 4 of those are taking backups already. There were 44 sales, 3 commercial properties, 11 parcels of land, 29 homes sold. They range in price from $89,000 to $900,000. Average sale price this week was $289,000 with 96 days on market. It was that came out to a total of $8.3 million in residential real estate closed this week. 9 properties expired, 33 residential price changes. There's 39 pendings waiting to close, and that number has been falling every week. We don't have they're not all being replaced as they're selling. Currently, we have 321 homes on the MLS. Those are homes that you can walk in and buy. They're not encumbered in any way. They're not under contract or taking backups. For 2024, there's been 426 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $243,000 with 96 days on market. Last year, same time period, there had been 423 homes that sold, so right in the same range, obviously. And then the average sale price last year, though, was $216,000 with 89 days on market. Last year, we were getting the interest rates were popping, and the prices started to fall a little bit. And this year, people are kind of adjusting to the higher rates, and the number of big homes that have sold this year is way over last year. Last year, I think everybody was kind of not too sure what was going to happen next. This year, there's 5 homes over $1 million that have
date to rate, they say.
Yep. So going back for 2020, the average sale price was $220. In 2021, the average sale price was $190. In 2021, it was $190. In 2020, it was $156, and in 2019, it was $143. So you can see how supply and demand worked its way up, because in 19, that was before COVID, and in 2020, the number blew up quite a bit as far as the number of sales, and there were a lot of people selling rent houses and things like that they'd have for a number of years, and they were fixing them up a little bit and turning them on the market. They were gone. Stuff was just blowing out. So market's been busy. We're still going, helping people. That's what we do, and that's all we do. I mean, Linda and I, we kind of married to this, like I say, about 20 years ago, got started, and it's worked out well. We're happy with Jason. We're glad to have Sam and Reese and Darlene with us. Linda and Darlene are licensed in Missouri. We can cover all your needs. But give her a call. She's at 870-405-0793. And you can check out the website, retired2arkansas.net. You can watch the fog in the morning. You can watch the sunsets at night. Watch the rain. Watch the storms blow across Missouri. You get that running across the sky. Pretty cool, actually. That's really cool. And the whole MLS is on there as well. But give my honey a call.
870-405-0793. Give Miss Linda a call. She'd be glad to help you. If you happen to get Bob, you got a wrong number.
That's exactly.
It's been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. See you next week. We'll be back in just a moment with Coach Skylar King. We're going to talk Mountain Home Bomber tennis.
Ah,
Tennis time.
cool.
There you go.